How's it going, gents? It's Hutman Spider here. Just playing another PvP on Famstead with Kissmygoat, one of the lads off of General Shiba's Discord. So I got a cheap squad heading up to the center, and a decent squad heading over to the southwest point. Sending a couple single guys over to the northeast. And I'm trying to get a couple guys stashed away in the bushes on hold fire, just to keep sight lines. Gonna set up my soldiers on the stone walls, try and keep good. You can shoot down into that southwest. I kind of figured I'd focus on the southwest point in the middle, kind of focus my forces in the center, and push the northeast is kind of like my point to attack. So I'm playing irregular doctrine as late war Germans. I believe Goat's playing offensive with the Soviets. It's a good game, really good game. Goat always plays a good game. He's good with his grenades, good with smokes. Very aggressive with his infantry and foxholes. I've struggled quite a bit in this match. So shots are ringing off. Engagements are happening. He's getting control of the center. I got control of the southwest. And I'm starting to cap the northeast. But he brought a soldier in, so I'm kind of rushing up another guy. Didn't want to really bring a squad over there. So this rifleman's just on hold fire, hoping to catch any flanks that come up. Just trying to spread out the guys in case grenades fly in at me. So I see he had a guy just go to that wooden pile there, but I don't think he's seen me, so gives me a decent sight line on that flank. I've learned after playing a couple of games now to really watch the flanks. Like it's ridiculous what can happen when you're not watching your flanks. It's like General Patton says, you want to attack, you want to let the enemy worry about their flanks. So, push their flanks, don't leave yours open. I find generally I tend to get caught up too much on the points when there's the whole map you can utilize to get the advantage. So not much is happening here. He's got the northeast and the center. I'm keeping control of that southwest currently. See my MG died, so just grab it. Got a lad up in the church just for sight lines. Pushing soldiers, pushing a squad up to that northeast. Put some pressure on it. Goat's also has a good spread of infantry all over the place here. So he's watching his flank. You can see in the middle there, he's got a full squad moving in on the farmhouses there on that southwest point. I'm not too worried. I'm trying to, take this attack in. I know he's probably microing his soldiers over there, so trying to set up some foxholes just to get a defensive position. If you can dig in around a point, it really helps. So he's starting to cap that southwest. I'm capping the northeast. So overall, Goat's got pretty much most of the map control here. That southwest is pretty much wiped clean. I don't got much over there. Like I said, he's been throwing grenades clearing me out. I was paying attention to that northeast. So we basically flip northeast for southeast, or southwest, sorry. Kind of screwed up my recording here. You can kind of hear, I think my mic, it's picking up some of the clicking, so apologize for that. Forgot to disable it for the recording. So overall we got good control of that northeast now. He's pushing up pretty decently up on that southwest point. His push really caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting him to go so strong there. I was kind of hoping my guys on the stone walls would be able to hold up a little better. So things aren't looking too good. Goat, we're 6 minutes in. Goat's at 409 points. I'm at 242. So I bring up a Panzer III flame tank and a squad. I'm gonna try and take that southwest back. Hid my officer in a bush on hold fire. I find Famstead's kind of a pain in the ass. There's no buildings to really hide your officers in, so see how aggressive he is pushing his infantry up, and that's well played, very well played. He's catching me on the back foot pretty hard here on that southwest point now. All these troopers are out of ammo in the center here. Just bringing up an ammo crate. So I'm kind of hoping to push this Panzer III out. I'm trying to push this Panzer III into the point and just quickly clear all of his infantry. You can see the Panzer Shrek guy pushing up there from the hill. I see him. Try to use the Panzer III to take him out, but he gets a shot off. Luckily it didn't disable me. He missed. Second shot, I'm backing out. Call up a tank crew to recrew that thing. Hopefully repair it. Unbelievable shot there. Long range. Too long range though, it doesn't penetrate the front armor. Panzer III is a little unique too. The front plate has spaced armor, so I'm guessing the game kind of simulates that. So shape charge weapons like a rocket might not be the best against the front armor on that thing unless you hit the bottom plate. Who knows? It's probably just the range. So I'm gonna repair the Panzer III. Decent control on the northeast there. He's got a T-50, kind of putting fire support out for his infantry to push. Don't got much cover in my flank now on this southwest. So just trying to repair that Panzer III. Just wanted to have a little more hull strength before I push with it. I kind of figure I'm, you know, not hurting too bad yet. I still have 1 point. I got time, so I don't want to panic. Get an infantry squad up to screen the tank. Makes an excellent push in the northeast, so he's trying to push me for all 3 points now. Gets a couple guys in the houses. So he's in a good position here now. Very good position. I'm struggling to push my troops up. He's he's using that stone wall. Panzer III giving fire support with the MG34s. Bring up a mortar. Kind of moved away from my game plan that I had at the start. I kind of wanted to consolidate strength on the southwest and the center. So I see the political officer dropping supplies, so I think he's a support doctrine, actually. Kind of guess that's a mortar. So Panzer III is getting repaired. He's pushing infantry. Another, looks like another Panzer Shrek team. Try and deal with my Panzer III. We're repairing the hull on it right now. So the hull's repaired. Not too worried about the tracks. See that trooper that I placed at the start of the match kind of saves me here. Catch that Panzer Shrek infantry. So absolutely annihilate that guy. And now we can push in this Panzer III flame tank. So I'm going with the direct control here. I see an infantry throwing a grenade, so I turn my front armor to him. He just misses. So I'm just flaming this whole point. I think this is where this unit excels. Just absolutely clears this point. I see the mortar, and I see the political officer in that farmhouse. So we kill an officer, we kill a mortar and a ammo crate. He's chasing me with AT grenades. So my plan here is just to keep clearing the cover. Still got control of that northeast. So here I'm trying to destroy some of the stone wall. I missed a bit of it, but clearing some cover. On the minimap I can see there's still guys. I'm not sure where they are, so just trying to clear them. Those bays of hail bay hails are I don't think they can be destroyed with the flame tank. It's kind of weird. So I see that I cleared the area. Push up infantry as quick as I can. Hoping to push in that center point and kind of clear out. I don't think Goat was ready for this push. I don't think he was anticipating what I was doing with this thing. Just absolutely shred that center point. Panzer Shrek misses. So I keep driving up the hill. Don't want to get killed by the Panzer Shrek. I know he has a couple guys up here on this northeast. Guards rifles. So my goal here was to get the T50. I'm almost out of flamethrower fuel. So I know that thing can't penetrate the front armor. So unlucky, I'm out of ammo for my tank. So kind of good that I catch on fire here. Maybe I could have brought it back and resupplied it, but now he must have an officer somewhere in this north south in that southwest point. So I bring up the Brandenburgers here. First use of my points. Doing a little cheeky thing. I put a Panzer Shrek onto one of the Brandenburgers. Very strong units. So I've cleared a ton of infantry, so I'm trying to push my lines forward. Bring up some Fallschirmjäger. Plan on kind of setting up a little farther. Retreating a couple units to get some ammunition. So we're sending the Brandenburger deep for a flank. I remembered that guy was there. I'm behind him. Micro grenade on him. So I see there's a guy in the another recon unit. So we'll get the Brandenburger to deal with him. He's got a big push coming in on the northeast. I'm not too worried about that right now. I just want to sneak this guy. He's still got control of the southwest, so he has an officer somewhere. I know I killed one of his political officers. I don't know exactly if those count for as one of your officers, or if you can call in another officer. Fallschirmjäger's moving on that center point. Digging a couple foxholes. We got a Fusilier squad moving in. Got a couple units out of ammo. Moving more Brandenburgers to the northeast field. And a couple up behind the church. Move a couple of them into the point. Retake those foxholes. So 17 minutes in, he's at 7:30 and I'm at 3:44. So Goat's still holding strong here. I figure might as well put an officer on the point. Try and counteract his officer. Now we got the Brandenburger crawling through the field. Such great units. I'm really loving this irregular doctrine. It's whatever factions has the irregular late war, it's unique. So here's my next doctrine unit. 15 centimeter cannon. Such a good unit. It's unbelievable. I don't want to push it up too far. Kind of hoping to catch that T-50. I think I might just be out of range, but... So this is what I mean. The Brandenburger here is pushing up by his lonesome. And those are sneaky units. It's just out of range, but try to see if I can maybe get lucky with a RNG. I see he's got a BT-7 with the short barrel. I think that's one of his doctrine units. I think his SU-85 or it sees my Brandenburger crawling. So direct control here and full kill. So let's get out of there. Push him to the next bush. What a legend. So I got pretty good control of the middle and that southwest. He's still got control of the northeast. But killing that one tank, that was That tank destroyer was clutch, and it didn't really cost me anything, and he didn't even use it, so. Pushing up my artillery piece here, 15 centimeter. Trying to catch the BT. Rotation speed's so slow. Pushing the Brandenburger. Just hoping that the 15 centimeter will catch that. Miss. Got the Brandenburger crawling towards his spawn. Not too worried about the T-50 tank there. I was kind of hoping maybe if he gets an IS-2 or whatever it is that the Brandenburger could just catch it off guard, you know. So we're 21 minutes in. I'm starting to pull it back a little bit. He's at 660 points. I'm at 380. So got a lot of guys out of ammo on this southwest, so just do a little tactical retreat here to regroup for some ammo. So I'm trying to capture that northeast. He's got more units in the cap zone. Bring up another squad of Jaegers. So we got some ammunition. Now it's time to push back on. Got a couple squads of Fallschirmjägers. .15 centimeters, still pumping shots. So holding strong in the center. This was just unfortunate. I had nothing that I could do with that T-50 there. Rifleman spots it way off in the corner. Second officer just sitting out in the field. Big shot from the 15 centimeter. Hard to push the center or the southwest when that 15 centimeters there. So pushing that Brandenburger up. He's starting to regain control of the center. Don't have much there. Bring up a Jaeger squad. I know he's probably just on the edge, so why not try and take a shot? I think his recon unit might have spotted me. Yeah. So there's that rifleman in the bush, finally dies, but very clutch sight lines. .15 centimeter. Doing good work for me. So the game's swung back pretty decently here for me. The numbers aren't looking so bad. He was up at almost 700 earlier, so we got that cheeky Brandenburger just hiding on the point. 15 centimeter, clearing that middle cap point for me. Get a couple Fallschirmjägers in. Try and get some weight. Bring up a supply truck. Just keep that 15 centimeter supplied. handy unit. I like that it fires on its own too, like, you know, some indirect artillery pieces, they don't seem to fire without direct control or attacking ground, whatever it is, or directly clicking on a unit. So we're establishing pretty good position. This is just unfortunate. He has his pistol out. And he runs over my other rifleman. This T-50 is such a good unit. I really like it when I'm playing Soviets. We get a miss with the Panzerfaust. Kind of hoping the other dude with the Panzerfaust would get up and launch a shell. So I get my third Doctrine unit, Tiger Ace. Such a beautiful unit. He's got a observer plane flying overhead. I'm not too worried about it. Hoping to catch this T-50. Direct hit. So, I don't want to push that tank up by itself, so call up some Fallschirmjägers. 15 centimeter wanted a shot at it too. I see he has a squad of guards rifles on my deep on the north there on that flank, so kind of figured there wouldn't be any AT with them, so push up, try and get an HE shell in between them all. But you need infantry support for tanks. Well ahead of them. So he sees I got Fallschirmjägers. Missed the direct control shot. I tried to shoot it right in between them. Kind of hoping to make a push, and every direct control shot I take with that Tiger just seems to hit something that I'm not trying to hit. So we hit a tree. Fallschirmjägers moving up to that northeast, going back for some more ammo. I see an infantry push coming in on the southwest, so start rotating the 15 centimeter. Pushing up the Fallschirmjägers to screen the Tiger. So I'm keeping an eye on that Brandenburger. He's in a good spot for me. I can see what he's bringing in. I see he's got some kind of unit coming in. Didn't really pay attention to that, but it's another BT-7. So this is the beauty. When you see something, you kind of see which direction it's going. I see he's pushing it down to the southwest point. So see, I'm picking up my cannon and pressing control and then pressing R just to rotate it instead of just letting it do its own rotation. Much quicker. Catch a full squad almost coming into that center point. So Fallschirmjägers sitting behind the church here, bringing that Tiger over to deal with that BT-7 artillery tank. Load the correct ammo, direct control. He's backing out. Boom. Absolutely annihilates it. So Tiger's very handy. Just keep it back at the back of your front lines and looking for a target for the 15 centimeter. So he's still holding that center. Quite a miss there. So we start capping the northeast. He's trying to push a unit around to the flank. I'm just worried about my southwest and center right now. Just trying to establish some troops. Pushing soldiers all over that center point. Pushing the Tiger back over to the northeast. Try and deal with the breakthrough he's got going on over there. Don't have much points, or I have tons of MP, but I just didn't have the CP to buy a squad, so I bought a recon squad of Fallschirmjägers to fill in that north gap. So, got a ton of MP still, so that's good. I'm sitting pretty here. So we're spreading out the lads there. Love the Fallschirmjägers. I remember the Carentan episode of Brandenburgers, where the guys are fighting the Fallschirmjägers, and then they go and fight them out in the trenches. Epic scene. The Ag Tiger shows up. I'm sure everyone's seen Brandenburgers here, but constantly running out of ammo on that southwest point. So I got control of all the flags right now. Feeling pretty good. Just looking to push up. Ooh, here we go. Patience pays off for the Brandenburger. Su-85 coming in, and we kill the motor. I'm sure Kissmygoat wasn't happy about this. Kind of hoping to hide him back into a bush. That unit definitely has the potential to kill the Tiger too, so. Here we go, we control, rotate, manually aim, catch about a full squad of guards rifles. He's got a recon unit looking for my Brandenburger. Ends up spotting him, but that guy paid for himself. 30 minutes, 33 minutes, and we're looking like the game's about over here for Goat. Like I said though, he had good early control. I thought I was gonna lose, to be honest, when he had all 3 points in that mid game, or early to mid. That Panzer III was instrumental, that flame tank. Trying to see if we can catch anything. Got some Fallschirmjägers in that northeast. Smokes out. Just having a little grenade war. It's always fun playing against Goat. He's a good player. He's calling GG. So We've had games go way longer than this, and no, good game. But anyways, thanks guys.
He was just a rookie trooper and he surely shook with pride. He checked all his equipment and made sure his pack was tied. He had to sit and listen to those awful engines roar. You ain't gonna jump